for a victory here. Try and get something up on the board. As BetBoom, of course, want to try and cement themselves up near the top of the board, where they already are. Have a little pause. Get the tech issues sorted and out of the way. And think about these lanes. So that Wyvern Bloodseeker could have a difficult time early on against this Timber Tusk, if Moodeng are able to keep that pressure going. But do BetBoom have better lanes elsewhere?
Well, I think the mid lane is going to be interesting to look at, I think, because GPK on Magnus does hit pretty damn hard. Obviously, it's Alina, so it's going to get more and more difficult when levels come in. But first few waves, Magnus can do quite well against Lina. Depends if you want to skill up the Empower as well, just to really double down on last hits. We'll see what he wants to do. But the top lane for BetBoom, I think, is really, really strong. That should be able to put quite a bit of pressure as long as they can keep Chen from having too good creeps.
And Miero's Primal Beast. He's all kitted out in some demonic Diablo gear. Got demon wings and horns and all the good stuff. As BetBoom smoke out to get that early vision down. Seeing a bit more of this. The Observer Ward just plonked down bang in the middle of the lane on the staircase. Get that vision earlier, then wrap around to go and protect one of these high ground bounty runes. Oh, they're going further. They're going even deeper, are we?
Yeah, they're looking, hoping to find a single hero. Does seem like Moodeng know about this, though. They're grouping, going for a late smoke towards it. Level 1 fight is probably stronger for Radiant, I want to say. They have the high ground.
Yeah, especially with the terrain and the vision advantage. So they see jabs and 4-2-3 as the smoke breaks, and the shackles from range catches the PA, who has dagger level 1, of course. So dragged back into the shockwave, but they don't have enough to finish her. And Miero, he's the one who gets turned on and killed. Abed gets the first blood. Moodeng with an incredible start, as they might even be able to follow through for more. Slave is being tagged up here, slowed down. Dragon Slave and a bit more damage. One tap should do the job. 43 with a dagger. No, can't get the range. So Save survives. But what kind of life is he living on 1 HP and running away?
Yeah, he's gonna run all the way to base, I think. He's got the boot. He's not even bothering to tango up right now. But that was a fantastic start for Moodeng, and perhaps underestimating the tag team a little bit there, myself and BetBoom alike, chasing down there. Primal Beast, usually a tanky hero, but he just disappeared.
He's gone.
Yeah, Whirling Death also puts a bit of damage to those big strength heroes.
Oh yeah, it does. 3 bounty runes for BetBoom, though. They're able to get across the map, pick those up, but we got first blood for Abed, observable kill for Ollie. And I think that first one, very, very important. Lina with first blood getting a little, usually a little faster bottle, but here finishes the wand, a little bit more regen, and then can go back into that bottle.
Yeah, it's usually a thing, you just need your bottle by minute 2 anyway, so getting bottle faster isn't the most important, but a bit of extra stats, always a good feel. Having now Magic Stick is gonna give just a slight advantage.
And down the bottom, Pure, that last pick Bloodseeker, already able to take JT down to about half health alongside his Katomi Wyvern with a non-stop Arctic Burn spam. So jabs, dragging the wave, manipulating the creeps to put it in a bit of a safer place for JT to get some of that golden experience. But it means you're giving up on handling the lane now. You're just allowing Bloodseeker to farm.
Yeah, Bloodseeker's gonna pull the creeps as well behind the tier 1 tower, so he's gonna be denying a creep wave over there. I think this is the best they can ask for, though. They do have the double melee lane against Winter Wyvern, so not the easiest lane. Mid lane last hit's pretty even so far.
Yeah, 8 and 2, 7 and 1. Abed using a lot of his HP and mana resources there just to try and get all those early last hits.
Bigger story is the top lane, honestly. We haven't really focused on it that much, but of course the Primal Beast who died level 1 is not having a good time as well in the lane. This mana burn creep is making his life a living hell. And even though Rasta did pull the creep wave, the lane is still going to be stuck up here.
And Katomi's dead down bottom. JT with jabs, hit level 2. That seemed like one of the little peaks here. Get on top of the Wyvern. It looks like Jabs didn't even have to level anything up. He's still holding a point here for Snowball or Shards. And actually comes mid.
Yeah, Skewer was already used, so he can go and secure this rune. Magnus cannot go for it anymore. Normally you have Skewer, you can just go and take that rune, but with the Ice Shards available, no Skewer, you can't get past. Got a TP bottle refill though, so he's fine.
Yeah. every time I look in that lane, Lena's low HP just being shockwave spammed non-stop. Even with first blood, Abed is going toe-to-toe with Magnus. Yeah, you're absolutely right about this top lane, though. You look at the PA, 12 and 10. 4-2-3 is having the time of his life up here.
Yeah, he's absolutely dominating this lane. And of course, gonna get the Lotus as well. Bottom lane, they're still fighting a bit, so Lotus still available for grabs. Bloodseeker gonna try and push the lane.
And JT. No tree there. And Jab's still lurking around, holding that point. Gonna drag another wave. Yeah, they don't want to keep playing straight head on into these two.
Yeah, difficult to do so.
I don't know. I honestly thought Tusk and Timber would be feeling a bit stronger. Level 2, level 3. Look at Pure, he's already half health.
Yeah, by now I think they almost could go for some fights. They do need one more level on the Tusk, preferably, to really get that tag team to level 2 and start smacking harder.
And then Miero up at top. Yeah, another hero that's constantly at half health, being spammed down by daggers.
Yeah, he does have his 20 magic stick charges at least. He's gonna pop them now just to get his HP up.
Yeah, then I guess when you're full HP, you're not really under threat of dying. Ollie can burn all the mana he wants.
Yeah.
But, unlikely to have the finishing blow on him.
Yeah, he can also charge away if he wants to. He's still holding that skill point. The onslaught whenever he needs to. But more importantly than him struggling is that Rasta is not really able to go up on this lane. Like, it's so scary for him. If he goes too close, the mana burn plus the jump in from PA. Save has a tricky game to play here.
What has Save been doing?
Well, he tried
stacking?
to pull creep waves. No, he has not focused on stacking. He tried to pull the creep wave, but other than that, he's kind of just playing behind his primal.
It's a sad time.
He's gonna go and stack now, or attempt to. He's a little bit late to stack the ancients, I think. Gonna go for big camp only.
And I guess, you know, he's thinking about minute 6, minute 7. That's going to be the fun time for Save when he can actually go and do something. Play towards the active rune, play towards wisdom.
He's dreaming of a wisdom rune right now, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. And Pure down bottom, just continually spamming out this blood right, trying to keep the Timbersaw at bay, knowing that the Tusk has been roaming around, not really staying in this lane. And I guess that's also one part of it, right? You very often want to give Timber solo experience.
Yes. Yeah, Timber wants level 6. The 6 timing on this lane is super important. If Bloodseeker gets 6 first, then he can just go for a kill on Timbersaw. But if Timber gets 6 first, then he can bring the Bloodseeker low and you don't have that happening.
So that's why both bot supports have, like, left.
Yeah,
but now Jabs has come back in. Pure at half health, getting snowballed on. Katomi TPs, and then they realize, nah, never mind. We were just kidding.
Bit of a mistake by Jabs. Didn't commit the blood grenade as well. I think maybe they could have gone that kill if he didn't mess up the shards and blood grenade tag team auto attacks.
That allows Katomi to stay sitting mid, guard the rune for GPK, picks up the illusion, keeps a bit of pressure going on that mid lane where Lina has completely departed. The Shadow Shaman lurking right by a Dar Observer Ward near mid, spotted by Abed. And so far, a good first 6 minutes of play here. Laning stage going pretty damn well for Moodeng. As Miero is being run at by Phantom Assassin, Snowball from range, but the onslaught just about gets the distance, but now he's trapped in the shards. So Jab's able to hold that for as long as possible, but in comes GPK with a 3-man RP, skewer back into tower. GPK sets up for a massive takedown. Oh yeah, give him the tips.
Dear God, what an RP to get. 6 minutes into the game, 3-man RP. That is so rare to see. Beautiful baiting by Miero as well, and they react. Rasta as well, swooping in from behind there. But that RP basically just stopped all aggression.
Oh, and the wisdom.
Yeah, I mean, both the supports were in that, so that's very tough for them. What a huge win for BetBoom.
Yeah, I blinked. Magnus doesn't have blink, but all of a sudden he's like in there on top of 3 heroes with an RP.
I mean, they were committed. They were tunnel visioning the kill, but he just TP's top. Gets an easy punishment there on them. Sets up a nice recovery on top lane where otherwise the PA was free farming. Now she's gonna start falling behind a bit. Primal's actually ahead of her in net worth after that.
Right. Yeah,
That's
Miero
wild.
didn't die. He's close to level 6. It is. What on earth?
And now he's level 6 and PA isn't, so PA can't struggling to go up here and do anything because the pulverize.
So now Aurora's scared of top lane. Abed has been jungling a while because he's been afraid of the Shadow Shaman and Wyvern moving into the lane, which they're doing again here to guard the 8-minute rune and gets a haste for GPK, so both active runes for BetBoom already gained. And it just shows how important these, objectives are, right? These little moves. Yes, it comes from that TP RP, but it's then the follow-through of, JT could have gone to the Wisdom Rune and taken it, but the supports were dead and they're the ones with the plan.
Yeah.
They weren't able to go and do it themselves.
Yeah, very true. I mean, it's very difficult to hold on to this as Pure also went through the gate. So this top tier 1 tower is looking forfeit right now. And
Nothing
right
to
now,
stop it.
they're not getting too much elsewhere. They're farming jungle, but they're not taking a building somewhere. Lina and Timber are trying to coordinate towards bottom, but Bloodseeker just shoves that creep wave with Soul Ring build.
And then we get into a situation where BetBoom, you are maybe a little concerned about them relying on their long cooldown ultis, but we're in a situation now where the ultis are super high value because Moodeng doesn't yet have their key items. Moodeng, we're still waiting. Boost of Travel, Aghanim Scepter, Aghanim Shard for Lina. That's going to take a while. Timbersaw, not sure what he's going for this game, but we've seen this, Kaya Blink, whatever it might be. That's going to take a while. We need another 10, 15 minutes of gameplay for the PA as well to get unlocked as she's RP'd and skewered right into the shackles.
Yeah.
Plus 2 minutes of farm time for her to be ready.
Yeah, she was off to such a great start and now just so far behind already. Everything went wrong. All on the back of that one attempt to try and kill the Primal Beast that got punished. And you're absolutely right. They need their timings, but it's going to be a long time of inactivity here, I feel. Chen is also not the best hero to facilitate ganks across the map. He brings some creeps, sure, but I don't really see the moves that they can make right now. Tusk and Lina are strong together, so maybe the two of them will look for something.
Yeah, it's got to be. And at least Lina has these boots of travel to play the map pretty wide, so can farm similar to these Spectres and Dawnbreakers that we've seen, and then come and TP to join. But a lot of this rests on the shoulders of Jabs on this Tusk.
Yeah, it really does. And other, the polar opposite of this is that we have on BetBoom side, all of them are just ready to join and do stuff. We already saw Pure going through the gate. We have Brasta just about to get his level 6 as well. He's smoking up together with GPK towards bottom. I think they're eyeing up opening the bottom tier 1 tower. The move is coming, and I wonder if JT is going to read this one correctly.
Right, and that is the strength of these ultis. When they are ready, they are powerful. You don't have to rely on gold or waiting for items, couriers to fly you out. Some goodies, you are just ready to go and press your buttons.
Oh, I like this move. They're going to go around up on the bridge. JT is smoke revealing it. Look at him going down there. He wants to see them and gets away. Nicely done.
Blink.
Still dead though.
Shockwave, Skewer, and the Rupture. JT half health. They probably could have let that Timber Chain go for the Rupture damage, but Stave is going to get snowballed on now. Bloodright is well placed, but Timber Chain across saves JT, and Stave's going to be the sacrifice up on that high ground.
Very good recovery. Managed to punish it, and Rasta, that was the difference between being level 6 or being just one singular experience away. Have you seen? He's 679 out of 680. If he had one more EXP, he drops the snakes, they get that kill on Timber, and they push the tower. The difference that one XP can make.
That's unfortunate.
But yeah.
Kato, he's trying to get his level 6 bottom as well. Yeah. Even with the double Wisdom Rune, we're still waiting for these BetBoom supports to get there.
Good hold for Moodeng, though. They are as I said, the inactive team right now, but they did a good job reacting and punishing at least under their own tower. So that gives them a bit of time to get towards those items. PA still needs a while for that Battle Fury, but Lina, of course, the more important hero to get online. Her Shard and her Aghanims, that's all they need.
Yeah, like the PA death top and delays them a couple of minutes, but this fight bottom buys them that bit of time. And they're protecting the PA really nicely here as well. Jabs up in that top jungle. Just a bodyguard in front for Abed and PA as they farm that high value area. But this means the BetBoom, they're going to go and occupy the vacuum of space that's left elsewhere on the map. Mid-tier 1's an easy objective to take. Bottom, a decent attempt to push here with a Chen army and the Timbersaw clearing waves. But Winter Wyvern maxing out Splinter Blast, a very good wave-holding hero. One of the reasons that, again, she used to be picked.
Exactly, and he has mana boots coming out, so he can sit here pretty much infinitely and just keep that lane pushed. Even have Bloodseeker in the neighborhood who's closing in on the Radiance. 1,000 gold to go. He can also spam out that lane, of course, using his Blood Right. I'm a bit concerned for Moodeng how this game is developing. I feel like the timings are going to hit very early on Radiant. That Radiance is going to come in, and it makes much bigger difference to have Radiance on your Bloodseeker than having Battle Fury on PA. As for their ability to join a fight. And I think we have a Blade Mail build coming out from Primal Beast as well.
Yeah, it's done.
I like that this game. Lina and PA, both of them can take a lot of damage, and even against Timbersaw, it's not terrible. Timber's pretty tanky, but returning some of the damage he deals, it's not bad.
Like, what have we got? We've got Timbersaw, Kaya, so he's going Kaya Glimmer. Of course, yeah, Glimmer Cave is the freaking item right now, isn't it?
Dude, the odds of Glimmer Cape not getting nerfed, it's this item. It's gone from being a support item always in Dota pretty much, and now it's just on all kinds of cores. We see it on carries, we see it on PA carry, we see it on offlaners. I've seen some mid heroes play it as well.
Yeah, it's just pretty strong, isn't it? Pretty freaking good. Yeah, we're definitely going to hit this point in the next, what, minute or two? Where BetBoom just hit the go button, and we've got to see what Moodeng does to react. Now, Chen, not a... I guess just in general, Moodeng are not a good reactive team. They don't have these big teamfight ultis. They don't have good ways to hit a reset button and say, okay, chill, reset, fall back, then go back in. Once they're in, they are deep.
Quick
and
RP.
GPK is going to show them how deep they can drag this Timbersaw. With a lot of spells thrown at him, JT disappears.
A lot of spells, but they still have more teamfight spells than all of Moodeng's team together. So even if they use a few abilities, they still have Pulverize, Rasta ulti, and a Winter Wyvern ready. So they're gonna keep going. And Chen gets found.
Yeah. I don't even think you can... I don't know, these next couple of minutes, you're just gonna, like, serpentine. You're just gonna dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. You're gonna find little holes to farm. You're gonna go cut across the map and cut waves, potentially.
I like what they were doing, just killing the Timbersaw, and now they're gonna go for him again. He respawned just now. They can get Skewer back on him. Eventually bring him down. Because Timbersaw, as I said earlier, the only real active hero on the side of Moodeng, so if they do bring him down, that kind of just secures them like 40, 50 seconds where they can do whatever they want.
And the Radiant Vision sees them both as well. Timber and the Tusk were spotted. BetBoom, they're going to spread out. See what they can find here as the waves do start to get cut by the Chen and bottom with a Ghost. And 423 is farming on the outer ring of jungle camps, so they are trying to weasel their way into strong positions, but in the mid lane, BetBoom just keep hitting go. Dive in onto Abed, force a reaction, and Miero, he might get cut down here, but the shards miss. Snowball over the top. He's been turned into a little chicken, and he does die as the Winter's Curse slightly delayed, but Tusk will die because of it. Jabs out, and in comes Pure and GPK to slice down a few more. Two supports gone from Moodeng. And the third one will be a core. Timbersaw dead, and a double kill handed to Pure.
It doesn't feel good, man. All that effort just to bring down the Primal Beastie. Do manage to kill him, but it's not really the prime target to go on. If you don't kill off the backline, the support, if you don't bring down, you know, an important hero like Bloodseeker or the support heroes, I think all this effort was kind of for naught. The Blade Mail. And meanwhile, back in game, we see Lina getting caught with beautiful snakes next to the tower as well.
Oh, yeah. Supreme value.
So they're gonna get the tier 2 top tower very rapidly on the back of that.
It just really shows, right? Moodeng can't react. Like, the Primal Beast dives in alone behind tier 2, forces a reaction. You all five turn around to try and kill him, and BetBoom are the ones that are able to just like, no, we've got big spells. We throw them at you. Tusk will die over his ancients. But
honestly,
it just feels so key that Tusk has Blink, Like it feels like the only way to play Moodeng's draft is if they see a hero and they jump him.
Yeah, no, I agree. I also think that so much goes back to the fact that PA's lane was fantastic and then faltered entirely. If PA didn't fall behind this much, then they could make stronger defenses. They could use the PA in these fights. But she has no authority at all. She's 4,000 gold behind the Bloodseeker and a single rupture on her, and she doesn't want to fight anymore. She's just dead.
I feel so pessimistic watching this game. I'm trying to find a cheerful way to look at this. It's just raw damage is what Moodeng has.
I mean, you gotta think like this. They haven't lost their axe yet, and they have very good late game heroes in PA and Lina. They can do a lot, but it is a long way there. Still need a shard for Lina. She is 1,000 gold away. So this shard is the most important thing for them.
Just wait and bide your time. Maybe you get a Roshan sneak or a Roshan fight. Maybe you get some good snipes and pickoffs. But right now they are... they were bunkering down near their base, but Abed and Jabs down bottom, they've come out of the safety.
Oh boy.
Near their tier 2 towers, and they're just going to get jumped on here by GPK. A Winter's Curse. Oh, it's a sealed deal here as Jabs and Abed are slain.
I mean, their control is so amazing on BetBoom. Their heroes bring so much.
And then mid. Ollie's dead, but look at the saves. Like they're making 3 moves at the same time, right? They move bot, they get 2 kills. They move mid with 2 heroes, different angles, getting 2 more kills.
Where's the Timbersaw in all this, and why are they not playing around the Timbersaw? The only strong hero they have at this point, pretty much, is the Timber. Feels like Moodeng are kind of lost on the map, just not able to get on the field at all.
And a lot, I think hinges on them waiting for Tusk Blink now, and it's just a never-ending kind of chain reaction of. We need one more item. We need Lina to get to Travels, Ags, and Shard. We need PA to get Battle Fury, Sanj and Yasha. Tusk needs Blink now.
There's a smoke around the Timber. They're trying to activate him. They do have a successful scan, but how do you go in? You don't want to connect on the Primal. You need to get behind them somehow.
Smoke breaks. And Winter Wyvern blinks away. So Jab Snowball is going to be placed right into the middle of a Blood Rite. And Pure is here to slice him down with a couple of hits. Exsanguinated the Tusk as Ollie's going to get caught with a Shockwave, pulled back into Onslaught, trample over. And Mira just wanders on forward, looks at the next creep wave and says, hey, there's a tier 2 to take here. And the Tormentor has just spawned.
Yeah, and there's no way they can defend this. Maybe Timbersaw will try and steal it though. He has the Chakram. We'll see him try and throw. Oh boy.
GPK says absolutely not. No. Not on my watch.
Oh dear god. They're just on top of everything. BetBoom are playing so much better. I mean, their draft is lending itself towards this aggressive playstyle as well. And that's what we've seen be very successful lately. Teams that prioritize having early activity are generally the ones that thrive the most. And I feel like Lina is bait. I'm gonna say this. Lina is bait when it comes to early activity. You think, oh, it's a big spellcaster, right? That's great in the early game. But nah, man, she needs a lot of time. She still needs time. Aghanim's Travels and Shard takes so long time to farm compared to just a Blink Dagger on the Magnus.
Like, what does she need? She needs, right now, 10,000 net worth, right? Maybe a bit less, 9,000 net worth to feel like a playable hero.
Yeah, roughly 10k gold is what you need before she really activates. But those good mid-activity heroes like Tiny, Magnus, Earth Spirit, they need like 4,000, 4.5k gold. And that's when they take off. Yeah. That's when the Blink Dagger is up, or the Blade Mill on the Earth Spirit. And I just feel like we've seen this story before. Teams that think they can get away with a greedy farming carry and then a greedy farming mid, and then you just don't get to play Dota.
And it always seems to be with an offlane Doom. there's always like an offlane Doom there as well, because all the good heroes are banned.
Yeah, I mean, at least they had the offlane Timber, it's a good fighting hero, but they didn't manage to orchestrate too much together with the Timber, Chen, and the Tusk. I will say this though, Chen is a hero that thrives when you win laning stage overall and goal is 5. He doesn't really do that much in a 3-man constellation. Like, Chen plus 2 other heroes doesn't really gank you that hard.
And he's also quite greedy post-laning stage, right?
And things are going from tough to tougher, by the way. Pure has a full Eternal Shroud and 2.5k gold with his Sanjiasha Radiance. Like, look at the farm on this Bloodseeker. Absolutely absurd level gold. He's having the freest game of his life.
What the hell?
I mean, this is
what did
Pure
he...
in his natural habitat, though. He usually does have some crazy net worth, but...
We were looking at it was Yatoro or Radana Medusa, right?
Yeah.
The 600 GPM.
Yeah, minute 19, I think, 18, 19, he had 600 GPM. We're now looking at a 800 GPM almost Bloodseeker at minute 23. So he is, yeah, there we go, he broke the 800.
801.
I mean, the absolutely disturbing level farm. And this Eternal Shroud is so effective at blocking Lina's damage. It doesn't do that much against the Timber and the PA, sure, but Lina is now not going to be able to kill him. So how do you stop the Bloodseeker when he gets the full Aghanim Scepter? I don't know, man. PA needs to get big. It's the only solution to this game. And he's far from it. She needs to get like a kill on some big streak. Somehow she needs to kill GPK or Pure and get a lot of gold for it.
They just saw Lina and Tusk both move down bot because they've got... I want to come back to the wards that BetBoom have also been amazing. 5 minutes ago, they had 4 observe wards all around from mid lane into enemy base down to Triangle Tormentor. They saw everything that was happening in the high-profile farming area for the Dire.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, they see into the base, and they've got a good idea of where Jabs and Abed were, as GPK just blinks over there, barely missing out on a catch.
Yeah, and he has a Lincoln Sphere on GPK's Magnus, so just protecting himself a bit as well against the burst from Lina. So it's now basically 2 heroes she can't go on. So if she wants to go on a core hero, yeah, we've got a Blade Mill Primal Beast for you. That's like the best target. Does not feel nice to go on. And push is imminent. The Rasta wards are off cooldown again. With the Blink and Ether Lens, I feel like they're just going to open up the bottom tier 2 as well. They're eyeing up the high ground. If anyone stepped out of position, they would definitely crack it, but Moodeng very responsibly sits back. They do not want to get picked off on the high ground.
Being this far ahead makes it so easy for the supports. Hell, it makes it easy for anyone to decide when and where they're going to cast their big ultis. You know, we're just waiting for Winter's Curse. I will wait until I see PA next to someone. You don't have to frantically cast it in the middle of, the heat of battle. You can be very precise when you have such tanky, overfarmed cores.
Definitely. Chen has seen this ward, by the way, for like 20 seconds, but it's going to time out finally. His sentry, he never found a chance to go up and deward it because Magnus would just go on him. That is tier 3 tower gone. Bloodseeker even trying to cut the top wave.
JT with Jabs. They're in onto this Bloodseeker, but it's only half health, and they just RP the Tusk, catching out Jabs as Pure turns, still holding Aegis, does get stunned up, but this ruptured Timbersaw in serious trouble. GPK whiffs the next skewer. Timbersaw glimmered and steps away from this fight as they do get Winter's Curse in the back, though. Chen surrounded by allies who turn enemies. Pure zips back in, sprinting to look at this Jabs Tusk, who dies back, and good game is called. 22-4. It didn't feel like Moodeng Warriors really stood a chance against BetBoom on form at their prime.
No, BetBoom just,
Chen wasn't really doing that. Tusk couldn't. But here, you've got heroes that can just go through a gate, get a kill, go back.
Yeah, that's very true. They have the ability now to make those plays, as you mentioned, and hopefully we can see Moodeng find themselves, coordinating moves a little bit more than what we saw in the previous game. Wolf is gonna go down here, it seems, resummon in time.
Wolfy Wolf.
Not feeding away anything, just resummon and he's fine.
I'll see a bunch of these radiant heroes. Bloodseeker going pretty wide there over towards enemy ancients. Just pops his head over the staircase, says hello, picks down the Watcher.
The comfort of the wolves scouting for you, making sure that nobody's there.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, little bait there. Abed passing the ward over to Ollie, who was in smoke, so making it look like he warded. And then it's going to be
sneaky.
Ollie putting the ward a little bit more forward. That's always a nice play. You can do the same thing if you have an Invis hero on your team. If you have like Bounty Hunter, you can go up and pretend to ward, and Bounty can just sit there and Invis.
Cheeky little strats, huh?
Yeah. I mean, if you can waste a single enemy sentry by doing it, it's worth it.
Oh, big value. Bounty runes 2 for 2.
So much
Nicely
blood.
balanced.
Run.
As we get our lane set up. I mean, Abed. Earthshaker against Puck. Is it still as bad as I'm making it out to be, as I remember? Where
It's still bad. It's not nearly as bad as pre-Puckish facet or Puckish innate. But it's a rough matchup for Puck. It definitely is. Overall, the Shaker should be winning it, but we'll see how well GPK can handle it. Generally, a very mechanically skilled player who, can work his way out of tough situations.
it's all about dodging the slugger hits. That's what really adds up.
Abed, though, with the perfect first creep wave, gets all the CS. And of course, it's going to be hard for Puck to do the same when Enchant Totem kind of prevents that possibility.
Exists.
Yeah, I mean,
Enchant Totem.
you're not going to get all the CS. It's impossible.
No.
Enchant Totem will deny.
Get a high five. Try and drag the creeps under tower. Do what you can early days here as you make your way towards that bottle. And in these side lanes, was it Lycan against Shadow Shaman down bottom against a Morphling and a Bat? So it's not the Bat Pango lane that we kind of looked at early on in the draft. They swapped things around. And of course, they put the Marcy up there for jabs.
Yeah, Marcy, again, you really want to have that hero laning against the Bloodseeker, because throwing him out of position can be so useful, especially with Pango being able to jump as well. So Katomi has a lot of work cut out for him here, making sure to keep the Bloodseeker safe. But he's also playing Phoenix, one of the best bully heroes in the early game.
Yeah, now he's hit level 2 as well, so has the dive as well as the Fiery Spirit. No longer under threat of potentially being disposed into too much damage. Nice little fake pump from Abed in the mid lane there, forcing the phase shift. Gets a free hit onto GPK. And down bottom, Morphling 7-1, Lycan 7-3, lane in a great place for BetBoom.
Yeah, they got the lane back a little bit already, and Lycan, of course, power denying with his wolves, just trying to keep it safe all the time, and being able to send the wolves over to help in the support 1v1. Overall, this lane is off to a pretty damn good start with 5 denies on Lycan.
Yeah, a great old time.
Already see him queuing up that Midas. It's all you want as Lycan. You want levels, levels, levels.
Pure? Ooh, very low, but maybe can turn onto jabs here. The Fiery Spirits and Blood Right is quite a bit of burst, but not enough to bring either of them down. Pure close to death, but now you look at both Radiant heroes as being very low as well.
Yeah, he's gonna get some heal from the CS on the tower though. And Pango doesn't have a great way to heal up as quickly.
Yeah, a few wand charges, but they're going to be burning through a lot of these Marcy tangos that they're handing over. And yeah, even buying a salve for JT to bring up top.
Yeah.
Nice little recovery there from BetBoom to scarper away from danger a bit, turn back and keep Pure up near the top of the farm.
Yeah, Pure just using the Blood Right as well, kind of be able to secure CS. Phoenix has to be careful. He messes up his dive away and gets pulled, but he waits for the dispose and then dives.
Just hold, just be patient.
Yeah. Save using the ability to dispel himself. Always annoying when you're playing against the Batrider and sticky napalm adds up, but just being Shadow Shaman, he can dispel himself. He's running to control the bottomer, a little bit of cheeky play. The 4 minutes. 4-minute rune contesting. Batrider is mirroring that move.
Yeah, it does get spotted by these 2 Radiant Observer wards. That Moodeng did get to place down. 4-minute rune bottom. Ollie going to fight over it. Save gets it, but Abed bottles the top one. So nothing for GPK there.
And that was not the intention. They wanted to have Puck get a rune and Shaker not getting a rune was the dream for them, but instead the opposite happened. That's not going to help out the Puck.
Right, it's going to be Kataomi to get first blood up top onto jabs.
Yeah, level 3 power spike, the big fire spirits. They do so much damage. Pretty much a solo kill there. Just a little bit of right clicks coming in from Bloodseeker.
What is that, like 2-3 hits from the Bloodseeker?
Yeah, you don't need to do much. It's the lovely thing about having something like Phoenix in your lane. You can basically take care of business.
This is a pretty big dire wave that they're fighting into here.
Yeah.
Pure with a Blood Right and these creeps, the damage just starts to add up. Jabs and JT, you're going to have to back away from that attempt.
Katomi trying to get the triple stack up on the small camp. We don't usually see this, but he does get it, so triple on the small. And Radiant not that great at clearing out the creeps either, so he's gonna start pulling this.
Oh, Morphling. Oh dear.
He messed up.
Dead as Save just wraps around and yeah, didn't get off the shift in time.
Danger of the Hex around the Fog of War, and that's nighttime for you. If it was daytime, I don't think that would have worked, but makes a play with the nighttime Fog of War.
There's 4 observer boards. 4 Radiant observer boards, all like in the same place.
Yeah,
two of them do expire. Yeah.
They're basically just a resubscribe.
Replacement.
You know, the same things. Yes, same service.
Katomi up at top. Another dive away. Yeah, it's like, you know, Twitch Prime, it doesn't resubscribe automatically, right? You've got to go and manually do it. Any primers in chat?
Imagine.
Drop the wards.
Imagine just being able to subscribe to vision on the enemy triangle.
Oh, so good. Save. There's no way he's able to tank through this, right? With another blood grenade. They've got it just about.
Abed wishes he got that kill as he expended his ulti. Meanwhile, top lane, they're going on the Bloodseeker.
Phoenix here is a bit of backup, though. And now Puck with an orb jaunt towards them. GPK would love to catch up to JT. And he'll spend the coil for it here. Diving forward, they should be able to finish off this Pangolier eventually. But he did manage to steal a bounty rune.
This is the kind of Dota I like to see. Just moves being made, heroes joining each other across the map. Bottom lane, left to his own devices now is the Lycan, but he has level 3, so those wolves are really annoying. He keep going invis all the time.
Oh, that's really rough.
Yeah, even though Morphling is a
coming
strong
from.
laner, like it's not that easy to deal with, Lycan wolves.
And he's going to have Midas soon. And Jab's going to start stacking some camps. Gets the Ancients going while also grabbing his Wisdom rune. Save going to get the one on the opposing side. So no sneaky steals this time.
Just 1-for-1. Nothing unfair happening. Puck overall doing really well, by the way, despite having had a tough lane on mid. So GPK definitely played out of that situation really well.
Yeah, being pretty much dead even with the Earthshaker there. It feels real nice as the Puck. Look at this.
Yeah, here comes the move from Morphling. Can they get him before he morphs?
Well, he already waveformed. Can they come out of fog and catch him?
Maybe Batrider would be a better target if he comes close. Let's get the easy kill.
I guess Miero is also saying, hey, chill guys, my Midas is being delivered.
Yeah.
Let me get my first use out of it.
He wants his ulti as well. Lycan doesn't want to dive tower before he has level 6. Puck is gonna find himself with a haste rune. Ulti ready, so could look towards top possibly, but instead they're moving towards mid. Want to stop the farm on the Shaker. He's very close to Blink Dagger.
Yeah, supports move mid, and GPK says, nah, I'm going top.
Ruptured up.
Pure has already ruptured the Pango. They jump in to kill off JT. As Ollie and Jabs unable to do anything to save the Pangolier there. So a bit of wasted time and effort from the Radiant supports.
I feel like that's the first of many to come. You know, the ruptures. It's already bad.
Now Hex. Have they got this Morphling again?
Oh, they got him.
Oh, they got him.
Dude, save is on point. Look at these sneaky little moves. He uses the tree line so well. Morphling unable to stay safe. He almost lived, but, you know, staying on 500 HP is a bit risky, to say the least.
Yeah, it really is. Especially when, you know, they're going to scout him every step of the way with the Wolves. They know exactly what you're doing. You can't make any of these risky plays. You just cannot be risky against this Lycan with the Wolves.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's going to slow down your farm speed, so be it. You have to.
Lycan off to a great start. Bloodseeker free farming pretty much, and Puck not even that shut down despite laning against the Shaker. Here comes the smoke though. Can they get the GPK jump? Oh, that's a kill for sure.
He's going to face
No!
it.
Abed!
It's GPK, man. It's GPK.
No, it's Abed. This one's Abed. You know, Echo Slam is instant. Literally instant. But he did not click it. He blinked in and walked around for 0.2 seconds or something. I don't know what he did, but he fumbled.
I saw that coming.
Look at him walking
freaking
around.
Mile away.
Yeah. You can't really react to the blink ulti because it's instantaneous, so that was purely Abed's mistake, but...
Unless you're GPK.
Well, I'll give him that, yeah.
You're gonna get real annoyed at some point. Is
Super bad.
Morphling also dead again? With the Waiting Rift Silence and a Supernova? No, this time he's got enough one charges and then the Shift of Strength. It's not a comfortable ride, this game, though. A couple of deaths from Fog and now being booted out of jungle.
Yeah, and then the failed gank for your first mid attempt as well. Already a lot of tempo being lost for Moodeng. As Lycan has taken that tier 1 tower without any resistance as well. He is absolutely just flying ahead in farm.
So where do we see the remedy coming from?
Well, this is a good start. The Shaker going in and stealing away enemy stacks. Also going and taking the bounty rune here. This is the kind of stuff they need. Activation around the top lane. The first Pango ulti is also a big thing that, you know, we might see them play around. Obviously, it's difficult when there's Bloodseeker. So, kind of need some help getting on the Bloodseeker. Otherwise, the Rupture is going to just shut him off again. And Shaker is just happily farming. Abed taking up enemy space.
Carve out a bit of map for himself. And then come and take out the big stacks. Also, I'm not going to echo this one. Just going to naturally clear it out alongside JT and Jabs.
Yeah, no need to echo when you have some friends helping you out. It does take a little bit of effort though, and a lot of damage being sustained. So all this HP they lose here is a resource that, you know, is very valuable, because the lower you go, the harder it is to defend all the aggression coming out from BetBoom. And BetBoom might group up around their puck again. Phoenix hanging around. Rasta almost level 6.
GPK bottles up the illusion under the nose of the Earthshaker. And a moment ago we had Bloodseeker like going through the gate, pressuring bottom, showing his face to the Morphling down there, then through the gate to farm out top. And Pure is making these kind of...
Look at the wolves, man. The little woof woofs. They're here.
They see the bat. How do you escape from this, Ollie? He's going to die to wolves, like half HP before Abed and JT can save him by killing little dogs.
Yeah, they're already so annoying.
And your tier 1 towers, they're just dying in this mid lane. I mean, Morphling's not going to join this. And Jabs is sat up top trying to farm out a wave. And it looks like no contest over that mid tier 1.
Yeah, they're, you know, getting some value here. Rupture forcing the Marcy TPing back base. Moodeng are the ones who have to turn up the pace a bit. Looking for Bloodseeker, but he's gonna dodge the top area, I think. Maybe he'll stick around for Blood Right. That's about it.
Or maybe he'll bait them. Because 2 heroes are rotating top, smoked up.
Yeah. Looking for it. They know they
Shaker,
should be
Pango,
nearby.
They're both smoked up here as well. Pango smoke breaks, so they know that someone's nearby. And GPK and Save, if they step a little too far forward, they could get turned on. They start out with the Coil, the Serpent Wards, Bloodright, and Hex, and the Pango saved up for now. The Marcy comes in, a bit of heals there on the JT, not dead just yet, and they turn. Shadowed Shaman about to fall as Ollie and 43 move forward, looking at GPK, but no more follow through there for them.
Jabs happily farming up the wards as well, getting some nice stuff. So, only a support lost for BetBoom, and meanwhile they were just farming bottom with the Lycan. So perhaps not the worst outcome for them, but at least a small victory for Moodeng. It feels like they need more though. That was a chance to take a big fight where Rupture was on cooldown and you had Pango ulti, but they didn't manage to get a big team fight out of it.
Yeah, I wonder how much of a dent that mid lane jump was to Abed's morale. You know, he's had this Blink Echo for a little bit now. Maybe could have made that play up top. Maybe could have caught someone, but still just kind of waiting and holding as he farms out top lane.
We still have yet to see him really get that big impact from his ulti. 14 minutes into the game. He's farming decently though. He's getting towards his Aghanim Scepter, but ideally you want to get those pickoffs. Being behind the puck in net worth is not what he envisioned for himself.
Oh, absolutely not.
Lycan has the key level up now, by the way. He is level 11. That is when you get level 6 on the wolves. So now he has the hightail ability, which is basically the thing that makes it broken. Oh, that's an ulti.
There we go. That'll do the job. Get out of my lane. Now the wolves. Does Abed die here? Shapeshift with wolves following him. GPK coming in with a coil. Waning Rift had pulled him back into this wolf to munch on him. And Moodeng not able to really turn and do much. They do have the Morphling wolves doing a little bit.
I mean, Morphling getting the hightail wolf is kind of funny. It's funny how he gets the level 6 wolves. He's trying to counter the Lycan. I guess Morph is better against Lycan than I thought then. I didn't realize that he steals the facet wolves.
Yeah, you get all fully buffed up and everything.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, they're lacking the feral impulse, I guess.
Ah, okay. Well, Rupture onto this Rolling Thunder up top. JT still going for the chain stun on the Bloodseeker, though, as Pure is blown up. But Moodeng fighting around the Supernova, aiming for the egg, trying to bring it down quickly. Kill Kataomi with 4-2-3's Morphling coming in. They've found an opening now to take down 2 BetBoom heroes, trading 2 for 2. But when you're behind like this, a decent fight, forcing your enemies to spend ultis and still getting a trade. But BetBoom, of course, never done, wanting to go for a little bit more. Ollie very low, the Wolves, and Save are there to secure the third. A bonus kill for BetBoom in the end.
So close to Shaker getting a second hit off there as well onto the puck. Now we see a little bit of a replay of what happened. So they got onto the Bloodseeker nice and quick, bringing him down. And then the egg was, you know, a lot of damage from the egg. I think it was the correct play to drop the egg, but still they couldn't really win the fight immediately. Turns out to be a good fight in the end, though. The extension there, giving them a Batrider in the end. Rasta with the scan. I don't think he knows that there are 2 heroes up there, though. Now he does.
Yeah, the Wolves, we'll see now. And comes the Phoenix. This Earthshaker. The damage from the Wolves and the Serpent Ward just burst through him. It felt like they had like a Laguna Blade and a Finger of Death there. The Earthshaker disappears.
Way too much damage. Do have nice sentries on mid so you can see these wolves wrapping around, but needs Morphling. Has to be cautious in jungling.
And now this map is getting so damn small for Moodeng. The Batrider is going to get run at in this mid lane by Miro in the shapeshift form. A few swipes of the claws bring him to half health, but they don't want to go diving tier 3s and 4s. Let the Batrider slip away as the pressure continues. A little bit of chip damage on that tier 2 mid.
So people may be confused.
The state of the map right now.
Yeah. People may be confused by a Lycan ulti there and say, oh, completely wasted. I see, oh, this is greedy. He's going to get jumped for this one.
He wants to minus the range creep, but he's going to pay for it. Disposed back in towards the Morphling. The damage is good, and Miro down, the highest net worth hero in the field. Picked up by Jabs.
Yeah, they're going to go for a tower on the back of that. No defense being mounted by BetBoom. They're running away. And looking for more chasing as they have their own wolves on the hunt.
Yeah, scouting Kataomi.
These stolen wolves, man. They're something else.
Yeah, they're opening the game up here for Moodeng Warriors, forcing a Supernova out of the Phoenix, but in comes a good Waning Rift coil onto both of the Radiant supports. So GPK is set up here for Pure to come in and do the cleanup. A double kill out of that Blood Right.
Fantastic there by Puck. Good connection. And Pure, meanwhile, having vision, looks for a Rupture onto the Bloodseeker, or onto a Shaker. Not gonna find it, though.
An important passage of play, though, from Moodeng, kicking the enemies out of their Ancients, defending that mid lane, finding a pick mid, because the map was starting to become very small.
Yeah, but immediately on the back of that, they again invade the triangle. And now look at Save, eyeing up Pango in real time. We have 3 heroes down bottom. Lycan could be in danger.
JT's the one to get initiated on, though. Almost burst down within an inch of his life right now, but Abed's come in to help his buddy, saves him with the Blink Echo, kills off Save. Now where do they go next?
Oh no, he rolls in!
Oh no!
What is that angle? He TP'd so he couldn't change it. Oh lord, JT.
And then 4-2-3's dead to GPK at the gate on the other side.
Oh no.
What the?
I mean, that Pango death was very avoidable. He did not realize he's gonna pinball bounce right into the wards and just die.
And then it, like 4-2-3 was, I don't know, deer in headlights moment, or just like watching JT bounce back like that. He's like, oh shit.
That's actually a good question. He has Manta style on Morphling as well, so did he just not have enough HP? I don't understand how he dies if he has Manta to the puck.
So it looked like he waved, didn't go high ground, went through the twin gate from low ground, took a lot of damage, and then died to puck on the other side, and just got burst with one spell. Wow. I mean, just like that, BetBoom, you know, back in firm control of this game, back in the driving seat.
Very much so, yeah. And they're starting to eye up more. They're getting hungry. They want tier 2 towers. Seeing them move forward.
There's no way you can go without being pestered by these wolves.
Bloodseeker should realize what's happening right now. It's getting faster and faster, so they know Tormentor's being taken. Meanwhile, they go on the Shaker.
Abad's dead. Absolutely gone. Scouted by the wolves, found by this puck and the Bloodseeker. Incredible. BetBoom, almost 10k to the good right now. 20 minutes in, looking at tier 2s. Not much play for Moodeng right now, especially with Earthshaker dead and with no Echo Slam. We're down to a point here where he is the be-all and end-all of their team fight and initiation because JT hasn't had a game.
He just died to the supports now as well. 2 supports found him. JT gets caught up by the Etherlands Rasta. They're going for Lycan. The miss on the stun.
He got the ulti off. Hero. He's still dead.
That's a fantastic kill for them, at least. 1,000 gold on the back of that. Meanwhile, a lot is happening on the top part of the map, though. Invasion, we have Rasta. He's pushing the creep waves. And Lycan Shard is also online, so he's starting to push every lane passively now. Like, top tower is falling to this wolf, basically. So difficult to play Dota against an active mid-hero like Puck together with Lycan. All the vision that he's getting from these wolves is so essential.
He just sees everything.
They're
The smoke.
Big move.
So vital. They need another core kill. A puck would be great, but GPK, he's come in, sniped the rune, and jaunted away, breaking some smoke in the meantime.
He's too quick for them. And meanwhile, you're gonna have to show on the side lanes because these wolves are gonna push in. So they dodge the smoke effectively. Meanwhile, gonna go for their own Tormentor.
Shard for save. Yeah, I'm curious. Offlane Pango with his harpoon, is it worth it?
I think it's fine. If you're gonna play offlane Pango, I think Harpoon is pretty damn good. See Batrider just run into a wrong neighborhood. Even a coil dropped.
But so I guess I'm not talking in general terms. I'm looking at this game and thinking you're against a Bloodseeker. Would you not rather have these like Sanjanyasha, Lincolns, or
Yeah.
I know it's not the aura patch anymore, but I don't know, maybe some auras, something that lets you play the hero. Like right now, JT kind of goes in and dies.
I think
Maybe that's his job.
I think there are two lines that I would have enjoyed more, perhaps. Oh, they're looking for the Morphling this time with the wolves.
And 4-2-3. Did he get the shift off in time? He's hexed up,
No
shackled.
shifting.
He did not. Dying to the damage of GPK.
And this is why I want heroes like Lion or Rasta against Morphling. So good to have the chain disable. Rasta just being able to say, oh, it's okay. I can just hold him there for, 6-7 seconds. That's fine.
Serene core. When GPK has already had a easy breezy game, it's going to get even easier.
Yeah. I mean, there's a pretty good argument to be made by our observer there that maybe he should buy the shard on Morphling just to be able to shift while he's stunned. So that Rasta at least can't do this. It won't help him against the silence from Puck, but at least it will prevent the Rasta pickoffs. And what's that, like the fourth time the Rasta gets him?
Yeah, I guess we can't count the ones in lane, but the ones in lane should be the alarm warning,
The 3-minute
right?
shard would have saved him.
But it's like after the 2 in lane, you're thinking, okay, I should buy shard, minute 20 or something.
I think, yeah, it might be priority. I mean, I understand he's going for a Crystallis and wants to have some damage, but his pickoffs are also really costing him.
See, that's the same problem I have with the Pango build, right? You're buying these items to do damage and have kind of utility and fancy stuff in team fights, but you can't use them if you're dead.
Yeah, so I
You know?
completely understand. And I think I was gonna respond to it earlier. I think there are two lines that I would like more on Pango, perhaps. Like either Diffu or just straight Lincoln's Rush. Because even if it's not against Bloodseeker, Lincoln's pretty damn good. Even just to have time to react or ways to protect against the Shadow Shaman going on someone. Like, yeah, he can Ether Shock and then nuke, but it's still annoying, trust me. As a Shadow Shaman player, it's not fun when people start having those blocks.
Oh, it's really irritating. Oh, 43. Oh, he's so
Not again, man. It's just all the time.
Oh, he slipped down the stairs.
The reaction was so fast from BetBoom. And now, 40 seconds, no more fling. This looks like time to go high ground. They have snakes, they have Lycan ulti. Aegis on your Bloodseeker as well.
Yank away some of these tier 3 towers.
Yeah. Shaker's trying to finish up a BKB, but still pretty far away from it. Tower is gonna fall. They're all kind of just sitting and watching, apart from Shaker who's farming.
Miles away as well. They're just giving up this lane mid. But top might die immediately after.
This falling rapidly. Bloodseeker even having the little extra damage coming in from the dragon skill, burning down the building.
The Morphling TPing forward. Earthshaker's going to have to come back and defend as well, as the Rolling Thunder's counteracted immediately by the Rupture. JT rolling back towards Fountain, has to cancel it out, as Jab spent his BKB and is dying to this puck. Jumps in, jumps out, dodges Fisher, drops the chat line on them. They come in, sweep through a kill, and continue battering away at these buildings. Another tier 3 down, racks opened up, and Moodeng Warriors without their 5th hero for 30 more seconds.
And you gotta go on pure, but he has Aegis. Last committed, but dispelled.
Saved up.
Yeah. Okay, so Hex is actually pretty damn good to prevent that. He didn't even move him, by the way.
No, it's just over.
The Hex didn't even move him far away. He spawned like where he was and still just cancelled it.
But it doesn't cancel all the time, does it?
No, I don't think it's 100%. Like, it could put you close to Batrider, and then I guess it doesn't. But it's probably more than 25% effective then. It's more like 50 or 75% effective.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. Let's do some testing on that. But BetBoom just looking to close out this game at this point. And Harpoon back onto Pure, half health, but GPK's got a 3-man coil. Earthshaker's been ruptured, didn't get the jump that he wanted, so Echo Slam off the table. Good game. It's over. The series is over. The game is over. Moodeng Warriors.
Moodeng is over.
Not on the same level as the teams at this tournament.
No. BetBoom just looking way sharper. I mean,